Hi guys, WestCoastArachnids. Let's do another rehousing. This is Theraphosinae species Costa Rican. I believe this to be the T Costa Rican number 2. There is a few different types. Theraphosinae basically means tarantula. It hasn't been classed as a genus yet. It is in the tarantula family with urticating hairs, so they put it in the Theraphosinae, and basically species Costa Rica means it's from Costa Rica, so it hasn't really been named. Like I said, there's a few different types. He's moving around. They have a very distinct triangle like the Brachypelma amelia, and these ones are just molted out and they're really starting to show their triangle. I believe this is T Costa Rican number 2, like I said. I'm going to try to put this up here in a way that it's not going to fall off. I've already had this thing tip over on me once. Hopefully you guys can hear me still. And this guy's not enjoying the light, so we're going to get him transferred. Keep looking over there for my stuff, and I moved it over here to this table, or this shelf unit. I like this shelf unit for doing stuff on better than the other tables I was using. I'm just going to transfer this in the typical way I transfer most. Now that's a feeding response. He wants to eat. Oh, come on, don't get stuck on there. Now, if I can get him to recognize that it's not food, maybe we'll get him over there without an incident. There we go. And I don't think I'm going to get a sex off that molt. It is pretty squashed up. Looks like he was sucking on the abdomen. They'll do that to get some of the moisture back out of it after a molt. I'll get this guy over there. Now I've given them hides this time. There just was no room in these little things for a hide. I could put a hide in when they were smaller, but they didn't use it much. I put the leaves in there, and they just tend to just stomp them down and sit on top of them. So I'm thinking maybe I'll give the hide a try with these guys now that they're bigger and in a bigger enclosure, and we'll see if they take to it. If not, I'll just remove it, and they'll have more room. But since that guy is showing signs that he's wanting to feed right now, let's see if we can get him to eat. Somebody's hungry. It's gone underneath the moss. I'm sorry, buddy, but I gotta get it out of there. Now this mealworm would probably pupate and turn to a beetle before this guy molted again, but I don't want to take the chance. So I'm not going to leave that in there to roam around. So what I'll do is I'll let him get acclimated, and we'll move on to the next one, which is number 2. Get some of that moss off there. Thankfully, when that camera fell the first time, it fell directly into the enclosure. I've got it a lot more secured now, but everything just kind of went flying everywhere. There's dirt and moss everywhere, but thankfully he wasn't transferred yet. I'd only been a minute into the video. Okay, let's do this. We need to put that on there because I haven't tagged those yet. There's another guy. I've already removed this guy's molt. Let's give him this one. what I understand, this species can be sexually dimorphic, which means that the males will eventually turn into a different color than the females, more of a brownish, with not so much of a triangle on the top. Come on, buddy. Got his claw stuck on there. He's trying to bite it. These guys are good feeders. They didn't start out that way. They were not that great of feeders when I first got them. This one is a bit lighter in color. Oh, little buddy. Hopefully you can see the triangle on them when they're going over. Try and get more of a close-up. You don't want to go over there, do you? It's like, what are you doing? Leave me alone. He's just hanging onto the edge. Just getting some of this stuff out of the way. More room, less chance of something going wrong. There we go. Get you in there. It's alright. Down on the dirt. Oh. Took him for a little ride. But he's just fine. Now, where did I put that lid? Ah. They already have water in there. Let's try this guy. He's right right on the substrate, so I can actually put a mealworm directly in front of him. Maybe he'll take it. I did a rehousing of my Lampripalma species Borneo Black. Unfortunately, was it that one? It was either the Lampripalma or the Lasiodora. You'll know by now because one of them will already be up. But I did a video transfer of those, and the video didn't take, so I couldn't. I tried to upload it, and it just come out with error. So I just gave up. But there'll be a different one in there. I think I got the Lampripalma, but the Lasiodora didn't work. We'll see. I haven't tried to upload one of them, so maybe that one's buggered too. And hopefully this one's not. I changed a few of the settings in there, so hopefully everything's good now. As I mentioned before, I just formatted this tablet, so there's because there was issues, and I'm not sure if I got them or not. Maybe there's a problem with the drive. If so, I'll have to use my other tablet, which I really don't want to. That one's even worse than this one. This one's a Samsung Tablet 4, and the other one's a 3. This guy is plump. We are going to put you in here. Put you transferred this way. He doesn't want to move. Oh, I got lucky. He kind of grabbed onto the brush, so I pulled him out. But this one is fat, showing signs that in pre-molt. So I'm not even going to try to feed this one. Just going to put the lid on. I believe the last one I did was Lampropelma, but I'll bring the other ones down and we'll try to give them a feed. I'll show you what I got here. As far as what's transferred and what's not. Excuse me. Okay. That's probably better without it. Anyway, these three, there was 2 Lazadora parahybana and a Lazadora difficilis and 2 Lampropelma borneos or species Borneo blacks that were transferred on the last 2 videos. One of them, like I said, errored out on me, so we'll see if the other one goes up. But I do believe the one that errored out was the Lazadora. Anyway, I'm going to get them down right now and we're going to give them a feed. Just throw a quick feed on the end of this video. Hopefully that didn't flip. I'm having a problem keeping my camera from flipping yet. You know how your phone flips when you turn it? So you may be seeing this on a... Oh, it may be flipping around on you. I mean, you'll see it probably normally, but you'll see, you know, it'll look like it's standing on end, if that makes sense. So this is Lazadora parahybana number 4. And I'm taking them off. My brush needs to be tightened up. The end's coming off. Where did I put those? There we go. You hungry, little guy? Oh, you want that, don't you? He's got a mouthful of moss. I think he's got the mealworm in his fangs as well. Yeah. Get that out of there. Add a little bit of water. You're going to take that thing and just gonna play with it. I'll tell you about playing with your food. I think this one might have DKS. It's kind of walking funny. This will be the second one. No, the other one's a Lazadora difficilis and some of my Ischnocolini, Dominican Republic. I don't know what's going on. I think he's drinking. But they are getting their food. But they just don't seem to be able to curl their legs under. Yeah, you want that? Tongue feed you. There's definitely something off with this guy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that mealworm in there, but I'm going to maim it. And hopefully he'll eat that. I'll check on him a little later. I'm actually going to leave him out. about the noise, just putting them up on top of my totes so I can check them later. I come back in. What you want? You want this guy? Oh yeah, right away. You see the difference? This one's right up on his legs, the other one just kind of, this one's got, you know, his legs are curled. So I'm pretty sure he has DKS and one of my other Difficilis. Now I did have one of my Arachnids Dominican Republic come back from that. So over a few molts. And right now 3 out of 4 of those have it. I'm pretty sure, or at least 2 of them do. I'm not sure if it's a genetic thing or what the deal is. Could be, you know, too much inbreeding, line breeding, as they call it. Did you get that? He got it, but I don't know if he still has it. I really wish that camera was a little brighter. Maybe this will help. Trying to reflect the light off the wall to get more light in there. I don't know if it's doing any good. You guys let me know in the comments. Yeah, he's definitely got it. Definitely got it. This should be, well, this is a Lazador Difficilis number 5. I was going to say, it looks like a Difficilis. When they're small, it's quite hard to tell the difference between a Lazador Parahybana and a Lazador Difficilis. When they get to a little smaller than that, their colors start to change a bit, and you can start to notice a little bit of a difference. Now there's a lid down behind there. Now he's put out feeler webs all over the place. I don't know if you can see those lines. Those lines are trip lines. It's how they feel their food. They'll set them out outside their holes in the wild, and when food walks by, they can sense it through those lines. I doubt he's going to come out with all the commotion. I really should get these guys some crickets. The arm's a little bit sluggish. It's going into pupate mode. Now in the video that I did last, one of these guys, these are sexually dimorphism, have sexual dimorphism in them as well. The male and the female, they have different colors at a much younger age, starting at about 2.5 inches. The females start to get black, much more dark, and the males start to brown out quite early on. And one of mine that I believe is the female, I'm going to name this. Just drop it right in. It's right on top of him, literally. Let's see if we can get a side view of that. That's awesome. He'll get it. He or she. Now, I believe this to be a male and a female. Now, I'll have to contact TC where I got these and see if these came from the same brood or if these were from different egg sacs. More than likely from the same one, but they ordered them from overseas, so I have no idea. Sometimes they get brought into them from other breeders, but being the same size, I'm pretty sure they're from the same brood. Exact same thing right in the corner. So they found their way to the corners. And I need to find that lid. Coach, it's way underneath there. Just gonna pause you a sec. Sorry about that. Didn't want to shake the whole table or anything. Trying to get under there. So we'll try to get this one to feed. Near people outside. It's sure windy out there. I don't know if you can hear that wind. It's just howling. It's been storming for a couple days here. Get him a little tangled up in the web. Maybe he'll feel that and come out for it. Oh, and he did. He snagged it off there and pulled it down, but he hasn't grabbed it yet. Now that worries me. He said the one lost a leg in the last molt, so I've really been kind of watching out for them, and I scared him right out of his hole. This is the one that lost its leg, and I believe this one's a female. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one, because if they are going to molt again, and this one will gain its leg back in about 3 or 4 molts. I had one of my Lazador difficilis lose a leg, and it's 6 inches now, and the leg's fully grown back. Want that? I'll put it right by your den, your burrow. But I do need you to get down off there. This one's probably going to drop. We will pull out one more for a feed. We'll try to feed this guy. If he doesn't feed, I got some that'll feed for you for sure. I need to feed them. This is my Ephebopus cygnathus, the blue fang tarantula. I need to get an appropriate sized mealworm for this one. It doesn't like things that are too big. Oh, I'm gonna get that to go in there. You do get it so it comes on. Oh, okay. Never get these guys to get it on camera. Just kind of shying away from it. Get you down side view. sure how much of it you can see, but it may come out and tag it just yet. Play the waiting game? I think not. Let's get some real feeders. Same thing with this one. I know it's hungry, but still too dangerous to leave a live mealworm in there with it. And they're already pooping on the walls. I have to clean that off already, and it's only been a few days. Okay, where are they? There's so many T's, I have to look for them. Okay, these guys are going to eat no problem. And their food needs to go. So we're going to give these guys, yeah, I got 3 left. Superworms. Boom. These are Panthobeteus fortis. Awesome little T's. And these are a great tea to have, but they're very hair flicky. You know what? No, I don't want to pull all that out while you're eating. I was going to remove this mat of web. Totally doesn't care that I'm messing around in here. Just happily munching down on that superworm. Not a care in the world. Right? Mr. Hair Flicky. Awesome looking guys. Just awesome. I love the colors on them. You know, they don't have that big deep purple, but it's kind of a shade of an orangey purple. Looks really brown on the camera though. No thanks, buddy. Here, take that first. That's a full-size superworm. These guys have grown from the size of its carapace to this size in 8 months. This is a 3-inch tarantula right now. They are super fast growing and super fast on the attack, as you can see. Not for the beginner. Very potent hairs and very quick to react. They will tag anything that goes into their home. Let's move that over. On to the last one. See if I'm quick enough. That whole thing's gonna come out. I'll just feed him first. Oh, boom. This one's got some bright colors. Much brighter than the other ones. And he's looking a little larger too. Could be a male or female. There's quite a bit of difference in the size and the look. No, it's not more food. I want to give you some water. Don't touch. I like to move the dishes around when I do the waters, just to make sure that, you know, this area here that I had it in before has a chance to dry up, and that doesn't give any boluses such as this a chance to mold up. Those of you that are watching that don't know what a bolus is, it's basically, it's B-O-L-U-S. It's their leftover food that they roll up into a ball, and it's just dried up leftovers, and they just they love to put it in or around their water dish. I don't know why, but I think it's just they like to be away from the water, and they'll put their feces and their leftovers away from their home. Don't poop where you eat, basically. I don't know why they put it near their water then. How are they going to drink? I've seen many of them drink after they leave their leavings either in or around the water dish. So that's it for today. I'll be uploading these and spacing them a couple days apart, so you're probably going to see this, or you'll probably have seen the Lampropelma or one of the other videos a few days ago, and you're watching this now going, yeah, I know which video buggered up, or you're not seeing any of them and know that they all went aired out on me. I wonder if he'll take another one. I'll just give him a mealworm. We'll see if he takes that. I wonder if he'll sense that from there. Anyway, I hope the other video that I haven't uploaded yet doesn't air out on me anyway. I'm trying to keep more of a regular upload, you know, within 2 to 4 days. Is that just too small for you? Here's a bigger one. he's enthralled in what he's eating already. Maybe not. You want that? You better get it. It's getting away. I'm gonna have to take it out. You're not gonna touch it. Okay guys, video's, wow, 35 minutes. Sorry about the lengthy ones, guys. They'll get a little shorter as time goes on, as the rehousings are all done. I'll just do some feeding, some updates, and other things. Try to get some true spider videos in there, as well as updates on this girl over here. Sorry, I'm going to move you. Take a quick move. The Haka. She is hugely fat. She just finished some food. And a matter of fact, as of closing, let's see if she'll eat some more. You want that? I'm going to take it. And she's got it. She just eats and eats and eats. It never ends. Wow, it's amazing how much they can fit in their guts. I've kind of updated her enclosure a bit since Rica passed. I've put a lot of the branches in there, hoping that, you know, it gives her more space to lay some more vertical ones here that she can lay her ooths on. And some standing tall, some thin, some thick. These are a huge variety, and some of the smaller branches. I didn't want to put anything on the bottom, a substrate or anything. It's just too messy, too hard to clean after she's left her droppings down there. I don't know what I'm going to do now with all that branches and stuff in there. I used to just stick the end of the vacuum hose in there, and I've got a nozzle that makes it really thin, and I put that in there and just suck everything up. But I'm going to have to move those plastic branches before I do that, or everything's going to get sucked up in there. So we'll end this with a mist. I really mist it down. This will be dried up in a few hours. She likes it like that. Otherwise she tends to wander. Anyway, everything's coming together slowly. A lot of the teas are getting transferred. I need to get some of these bigger guys transferred. I'm going to use the 10-gallon aquariums and stuff. I got one down there. I've got some big ones downstairs. I may set up a fish tank in here to bring the humidity up. Anyway, you'll see that all coming in the future. If you have any comments, just leave them below, or any questions, or if you want to see any of these teas featured in a video, just leave a comment below and I'll be certain to do so. Alright, you all take care, have a great day, and bye for now.